Government says it'll be addressing the worsening economic situation in the country. South Africa slid into a technical recession on Tuesday after a slight contraction in the economy. President Cyril Ramaphosa says the current economic circumstances form part of a cyclical event. The president was speaking to the media at the conclusion of his trip to China. He arrives back home this morning. Zwandile Mbeche reports.
It's a conclusion to a trip described as hugely successful, only dampened by news of economic contraction at home. But the man at the helm says these too shall pass as long-term plans are being implemented.
We must be able to ride these waves because they will keep coming. Whoever is president will find that they have to ride these waves, and all we need to do is to focus on the medium and the long term. Sometimes focusing on the short term makes us miss our steps.
He called on citizens not to lose hope. The country is preparing to hold an investment conference next month where economic challenges will take center stage.
I don't think we should be disheartened because most of it was largely driven by agriculture. And at the agricultural level, we had late rains, late harvests, and I'm sure that agriculture will bounce up and show growth in the next quarter. So all is not lost. And I don't believe that a full recession will take hold in South Africa. We are finalizing a stimulus package that we will soon be announcing to inject impetus and growth in our economy at a number of levels. So various sectors will be particularly focused on.
As part of deepening his investment agenda, he visited the third largest cell phone company in the world, Huawei in Beijing, as well as the biggest e-commerce store in Hangzhou, Alibaba. It's here where he held talks with one of China's richest men.
We met with Jack Ma of Alibaba. He is going to come to the conference, and that in itself is going to raise the level of enthusiasm in our investment summit. We are still confident that we will be able to raise $100 billion, 1.3 trillion rand in 5 years' time.
But it's the growing Africa-China relationship that seems to have set the tone for the country's economic revival. It's being described as the start of a new golden age.
Golden age because this is a relationship that is based on a win-win type of concept where we each want to see each prospering, succeeding, where we support each other, where we collaborate with each other, and where we want to be serious about trade, about investment.
South Africa, meanwhile, handed over the co-chairing responsibility to Senegal. Over 50 African leaders have hailed the gathering as a great success. Whether it was indeed a success will be determined by the improvement of the quality of life of ordinary Africans. The next 3 years will be crucial as the report back session in Senegal happens. Zwandile Mbeche, SABC News, Beijing, China.